Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zay and today we're having a look at Rivian. Rivian Automotive was founded in 2009 by R.J. Scorin with the purpose of developing products, vehicles and services with a focus on sustainable transportation. Now the company currently has several manufacturing locations that includes Plymouth, Michigan, Carson, San Jose, Irvine, California. The company also has an advanced manufacturing office in Surrey, England. Rivian is one of the most diverse electric car brands, and after years of gathering investments from Ford, Amazon, and their recent IPO listing announcement, it's actually a really exciting time for Rivian. Now, given that Rivian is going public, this is a big deal for Rivian, and they've had plenty of opportunity to raise billions of dollars. Now, the Rivian vehicle line is set up to go on sale in 2022 and will have a base price of $68,000 to $72,000 US. These vehicles will be semi-autonomous and will deliver a driving range of over 400 miles per charge. Now, while the company has been in corporation since 2009, major funding began with a corporation investment round of $700 million led by Amazon. The company had previously received debt financing $250,000 in 2011, $1 million in 2012, and $200 million in 2018. Now, since the Amazon Corporation equity financing round, the company has received an additional corporation investment of $500 million in April of 2019 from Ford Motor Company. Now, the next corporate finance round was in September 2019 and involved an investment of $350 million. Now, Rivian as a company has huge things planned for the future, especially their plan for the US and Canada, with over 3,500 fast chargers at 600 plus sites by the end of 2023. This is huge, of course, because we're only just over 2 years away from this actually. A big question, of course, is will Rivian be able to build this much fast chargers in that short period of time? In comparison to Tesla spent over a decade building up their superchargers network. Rivian intended on building over 3,500 in less than 3 years is actually remarkable. The ambition alone to do such thing is the remarkable point. But if they actually accomplish this is game changer for Rivian. This is game changer for their company, because these are fast chargers networks that Rivian vehicles can use and possibly other manufacturers as well. But it's a big thing because Rivian won't just be a electric car company. They're now similar to Tesla, a technological company, a company that has the capability to build EV batteries, a company that has the capability to build fast chargers and also have fast charging in their network, which means that this gives their company a whole lot more value. Now, if you look at these companies long term, I always look for the best companies that are being either productive or they're being extremely innovative. Better yet, if they're being productive and innovative. These are two huge and important traits that I always look for when looking at companies, especially when looking at their shares. Let me just declare this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. Now, speaking of the Rivian Adventure Network, it said that this is exclusively for Rivian owners, which makes sense, but I can see them in the future possibly opening this service to other manufacturers as well, only if it benefits Rivian. So if you want to get into the minute detail, there'll be up to 140 miles of range in 20 minutes for R1T and R1S vehicles. So it will only take you 20 minutes to charge your vehicle to 140 miles. That's remarkable. Now, these are all their targets, but if they can actually accomplish these things, it will make Rivian an outstanding company and a direct competitor, a realistic competitor. Rivian has already been a realistic competitor by just getting huge investments from Amazon and Ford, amongst other companies. But in the world of electric vehicles, you want your electric vehicles to be able to charge fast, but you also want your electric vehicles to be able to travel long distance. You're going to want your electric vehicles to be extremely competitive in the electric market. And right now, most electric vehicles are extremely expensive. The batteries are expensive. Manufacturing these vehicles, there will be an in-vehicle navigation automatically planned charging which means that if you're on a journey and you're using your navigation system in your Rivian vehicle, the vehicle will actually automatically plan your destination stops, when you will need charge, and how much time it could take, and when you can be back on your road trip. These are really useful features that cars of the future will need, because no one wants to waste their time thinking about planning ahead, planning their journey, when to stop, where to stop, and being extra careful. If your vehicle can actually do this all on its own, this actually makes life extremely simple. There'll also be charging rates of over 200 kilowatts initially and 300 plus kilowatts in the future. That's really good. And this is all powered by 100% renewable energy, which is even better. Because if Rivian is the one who's providing the renewable energy, this means that they're also an energy company. They're not just an electric company, they're not just a technological company, they will be an energy company as well. Even better, a renewable energy company as well. So let's take a look at Rivian's IPO. It's upcoming in September this year. Now the potential valuation of Rivian's company in total is estimated to be around 70 billion. So it could be around 60 billion, 80 billion, you never really know, but somewhere around 70 billion. And the amount raised for its IPO, 5 billion. That's incredible. This will help them propel their company to amazing achievements and amazing heights. And not to mention, they really need this money to support their business, to build their business from the ground up. Now at the moment, we don't know what the price of the Rivian share will be, but to give you an idea, the company has raised 5 billion as we discussed over 2020 and 2021 alone. The latest fundraising round being in July 2021, when it raised 2.5 billion this year. And Rivian is targeting a valuation of around 70 billion as reported by Bloomberg. Now to put this in even more perspective, this is almost 3 times its original estimate of 27.6 billion from January earlier this year. That's crazy. Now let's take a look at an overview of the electric vehicle market at the moment. Now Rivian IPO comes at a convenient time as the EV industry is expanding worldwide. According to the International Energy Agency, electric cars registration increased by 41% in 2020 alone, and an overall slump of 60% in car sales. Government spending across the world also increased by 25% from the previous year. Out of the world's top 20 vehicle manufacturers, 18 have announced plans to increase their production. 18 have announced plans to increase their production scale of light-duty electric vehicles. The availability of electric heavy-duty vehicles is also widening. Amazon bought 100,000 electric delivery vans in 2019. The company's newest electric truck, the Rivian R1T, is due to launch at some point in 2021 and previously sold online towards the end of 2020. Now, Rivian has plenty of competitors. These are new competitors in the electric space, and these are also existing competitors who've been around for over a decade, such as Tesla. There's also major car manufacturers such as Audi, BMW, VW, and the list goes on. And they're slowly transitioning into more electric vehicles manufacturing. Now, Rivian's main competitor is probably Tesla, Lucid Air, and to note, Lucid Air also recently went public. Another competitor is also NIO. But there is one competitor that a lot of people seems to forget, and that's Arrival. Arrival makes buses, they make delivery vans, and they're planning on making electric cars as well. Now, Arrival has huge plans, especially with UPS, who've ordered over 10,000 of their vehicles alone. But the EV market is quickly being filled by a lot of innovative companies, and they're all going public, taking a very different and unique approach to building electric vehicles. Starting with the R1S, this is an SUV vehicle, but most importantly, it's an electric SUV vehicle. Now this is where Rivian differs from a lot of other companies, because they're taking a completely different approach. Tesla's main approach is to build affordable everyday car. NIO's approach is quite similar. Arrival approach is to build electric delivery vehicles and buses. Now don't get me wrong, they all dabbled in different technological vehicles, such as Tesla building semi-trucks, Cybertrucks. The list goes on, but their main focus of these companies, Tesla's main focus is an everyday cheap electric car, an affordable electric car. Rivian's different approach is directly attacking the SUV market. This is a unique market space, and I do believe that if they do well, they can definitely stand out in this marketplace. And one of the most captivating thing about Rivian as well is how their vehicles actually look quite different. Now, they've actually taken some inspiration from vehicles like Land Rovers and Range Rovers, but they've sort of made it their own. But most importantly, they're clearly going for a luxurious look and one that's not to be underrated. But not too luxurious that not everyone can afford their car, but luxurious enough that people appreciate their car for their outstanding interior design and exterior design as well. Now, I do like Rivian's approach. I like their approach in building electric vehicles. I like their approach in being productive and being innovative as well. Their innovation for me mainly comes from their electric vehicles, but also their superchargers that they're planning to build throughout the coming years, and they can expand that worldwide, of course. SUV vehicles are becoming more and more popular. People simply like a sporty vehicle that's also fast, luxurious, a vehicle that can handle any circumstance, any weather, any day. So this is one of the perfect ways for Rivian to launch into the electric market, for an area in the market that people truly need electric vehicles, such as SUV markets. Now, the other market is the utility truck market. This is very unique because a lot of people like these trucks. They like to be able to put anything in the back. They like to take these trucks for camping. They like to be able to put anything on the roof. They're utility vehicles that can be used in almost any circumstances. And once again, Rivian is taking a luxurious approach, but also a very smart and productive approach to building their electric vehicles. They're attacking the exact markets that need electric vehicles more than ever. Now, this was a quick video on Rivian and their upcoming IPO. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. There's a lot more to go through on Rivian. There's a lot more that we can talk about. There's a lot more that we need to talk about. The partnership with Rivian and Ford. This is a partnership to deliver all new Ford battery electric vehicles, by the way. This is a very unique partnership that we need to discuss. There's more partnerships as well. Rivian announced $350 million investment from Cox Automotive. And of course, their huge investment from Amazon as well. Again, this is very important, so we've got plenty to talk about. But this video was an introduction video. If you like this video, I will most definitely talk about other things that Rivian has going on, and I'll keep you up to date on their public listing that's upcoming next month and anything else that Rivian brings out in the future. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe, and of course, I will see you in the next video.